Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back for another video. Let's talk about Jasmy again. I made one 2 days ago and I just need to give you a follow-up because listen, I've made a lot of Jasmy videos and I've been faithful. I called tops, I called bottoms, I gave you conviction and said near the bear market bottom, very close to the bear market bottom. I am in right now. I made videos talking about that. I've given you price prediction videos. I've tried as much as I could to be as helpful as possible with analyzing Jasmy, and I want to tell you for the first time, I have made a big miss, and I am sorry about that, but at the same time, I'm really excited because I've been accumulating Jasmy and seeing it get to where it's gone. It's like, good. I'm so happy that I was wrong. But why was I wrong? How was I wrong? Let's talk about that throughout the video. But before we dive on into this, this is not financial advice. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research. I am not a financial advisor. And while I appreciate that so many of you have hopped on over here from all over the place, you've got to hit the subscribe button. I make multiple videos a day. I have a price target video every day dropping at 6 a.m. for a new cryptocurrency, 6 a.m. Eastern time. Tomorrow I have Hive Mapper, Honey, a dud, by the way. Don't love it. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification button as well. And otherwise, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive on into this. So, hey, watch my price prediction video on Jasmy. Watch my most recent video on Jasmy to see where you could see where I was wrong on Jasmy. And I want to tell you about that. I want to talk about this recent price action that we've seen. It reminds me a lot of Bitcoin. Bitcoin in this 200-day range from March to October of 2023. We spent 200 long, boring days. It felt like we're never going to get out of it. Boring days between $25,000 and $31,000. And then we broke through that range to the upside. And I made that same mistake back then. I should have learned my lesson, I suppose. But I was very much expecting a retest of the top of that range. That's 9 times out of 10, maybe 99 times out of 100. That's what happens. We always have a retest. And you know what? This time was different. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay, especially when we're going to the upside. This time was different. We just got to the next level of the range, which in this case was the 382 retrace from the bear market bottom to its all-time high. We tested that as support, or we tested it as resistance and then held it as support perfectly before moving up to the next range. And so Jasmy, I saw this level right here. I mean, this level goes back. Let me switch to the daily candle here. This level goes back since, I mean, we're talking about September of 2022. We tested the top of this range 2 times, almost tested it the 3rd time here. We were ranging between the bear market bottom and the top of that range. Look at that. I mean, there's so much confluence here. We bounced off that. We held it as support for Jasmy for so long, but then broke through, retested it, couldn't break through. And then finally, after a year and a half with a vengeance, we broke through that range, and it just seemed to make sense to me that we were going to retest. For those of you not knowing what this range is, 0.00837. And I told you in that video, I made a limit order for 0.00837. That limit order is not, it's done. I'm not holding it. Is there a scenario where I could see Jasmy getting to 0.00837? Yes, I'll give you 2 scenarios. One, perhaps the next bear market bottom, we see Jasmy take off. I don't think so, but perhaps that would be the next point. Or like we see Bitcoin go from where it is right now, $51,000. If we saw some kind of a dip, similar to what we saw, not, COVID crash in 2020. Don't want to count that. But if we saw some kind of pre-halving dip where we saw Bitcoin go to the lower 30s, I could very much, or even the upper 30s, I could see us very much going down to that 0.00837 level. But otherwise, listen, I've talked about in a lot of my videos, looking at the total 3 market cap, it looks like we are showing price action very similar to January of 2021. So January of 2021, if you remember, that was a big time. Bitcoin had just crossed its all-time high. It was well on its way to $64,900. And a lot of cryptocurrencies, a lot of altcoins went on these explosive moves starting in February. and then kind of, reaching a crescendo, the peak of euphoria, in my opinion. I think that was the actual peak, May of 2021. And so we saw these altcoins going crazy, and we're seeing similar price action that right now to what we've seen in January 2021. So if this continues, I very much expect the total 3 crypto market cap to get up to at least $800 billion, the bottom of the golden pocket, the 618 retrace. Maybe even 877 is in play at the very least in terms of where we're going next. We have a lot more room to the upside, in my opinion, over the next 3 months. I believe ahead of the spot Ethereum ETF, that launch date, the deadline date, May 23rd for the Van X spot Ethereum ETF. I've called for 3,300 Ethereum. I started calling for that when Ethereum was $2,200. It seems to me actually that that's a little too low, and that what I should be calling is a 702 retrace on Ethereum, which is $3,800 and not $3,300. We'll see about that. But then I would expect very much so the total 3 crypto market cap to get up to a 702 retrace as well. Maybe higher, maybe not so much. We'll see. But what that means for Jasmy is that short term, I would expect Jasmy to not come back down to this level. I mean, when I made that video a couple of days ago, Jasmy was at 11.5 cents. That made a lot more sense. Seeing it get as high as, not 11.5 cents, excuse me, 0.15 cents, 0.115 cents. Now it's at 0.18. It's gotten as high as 0.18 cents. And so now, similar to what I said with Bitcoin, do we have a retest of the next level up, that $35,000 range? Do we have a retest? This is, in my opinion, a very strong level right here. And if I were to want to set a limit order, 0.12 cents, that would be my next limit order. I could see us getting down to that level and bouncing off. If not, we've got to find support. And so I need to talk about the 1 hour chart. It's amazing to me that we have to zoom into the 1 hour, because what we've seen over these last couple of days is really mind blowing when it comes to looking at the 1 hour chart. I mean, we were riding the 20-hour EMA. Of all things, the 20-hour EMA, but then we've lost that. And what are we going to hold now? So we did test this next level, the 1.14 cents, the 1.4 cents, excuse me. We tested it. We wicked below. We bounced off the 50-hour EMA. I think, and I hold this very loosely, I think we'd at least have to get down to the 100-hour EMA, or we could just wait for the 100-hour EMA to get up to us. Something like that. 100, 200-hour, maybe we're just going to drag along here, but we've lost the 20-hour EMA. I just can't even believe I'm talking in terms of hour EMAs. And so what does that look like? The 100-hour EMA right now is right at that next level, the 12 with a 1.2231 cent range. And so personally, for now, that's where I'm setting a limit order. If it goes down to there, I'm going to be ecstatic. If not, I will gladly hold on to whatever Jasmy I own right now, the stuff that I've been accumulating throughout the entire bear market, waiting for today, and whatever, okay? One other thing that I want to say in regards to this is, no matter what the price action is, in my opinion, this is so far off. But what caused this big run? I mean, Jasmy has been lumped in with the AI cryptocurrencies. It is, in many ways, an AI cryptocurrency. We saw NVIDIA. We saw the big run up to the earnings. We saw NVIDIA put in a huge, another big earnings report, another positive earnings report. And so for me personally, whatever happens over these next few months, I kind of have a 1 month ahead of the next NVIDIA earnings report as a time in my head where I'm going to be loading up on Jasmy again pretty aggressively. Seeing a green candle like this, I just want to wait for some kind of leveling off with Jasmy before the next load. Seeing this price action has me more excited than I've been in a while. Given the fact that I have an 11.5 cent price target, and knowing that it's at this point right now, I could very much see my price target being a little too low. And so maybe I even need to revise that. But this is everything that we've been waiting for, everything that we knew to be true with Jasmy. Finally, we can celebrate, and this is a time for celebration no matter where Jasmy goes over the next few days. So anyway, thank you all for your support with me and this channel, with the Jasmy videos that I made. I do apologize for that miss. I'm just trying to think now, what's the next level? What's this next level that we've got to retest? And maybe we already did it. Who knows? But I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section of this video. Let me know where you're looking to make Jasmy entries, and I'll gladly reevaluate everything, really, moving forward. All right, that's all I have for today. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful rest of your week, and I will most certainly be seeing you in another video. Peace.